And I'm live. I always think that something's going to go wrong, so I go on a few minutes early. But hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are not watching this live, if you're watching this later on, my name is Misty. I'm a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, but I also own an antique store in Bedford, Indiana called Wildflower Antiques, and that's where I'm at today. This is my 5 Things Friday, where I walk around the shop and I pick 5 things that aren't necessarily selling that well for me in my brick and mortar store, and I am going to take them home and sell them online. So I've been kind of walking around. Hi, Jewel Butterfly. She's so beautiful. Hi, Uniquely Me. I've been kind of walking around a little bit, trying to get some ideas. Hi, Lynn. I don't like to, I've said this before in my videos, I don't like to plan things out. I just kind of start, and whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. But I thought I'm going to kind of walk around and get a little bit of a general idea of the things that I want to grab, just to kind of make this video not 5 hours long. So one thing that I know that my dad has kind of mentioned to me before that he would like for me to try to sell online, because it's just not selling here, and that is this thing. Let me turn my camera around. And it's this kind of quack medicine thing. Let me pull it out here, because it's kind of heavy. Oh boy. I'm going to do this with one hand. Good morning, Sandra. All right. This contraption here has this. Ooh, I'm back. I'm not sure what was going on. Hopefully the live thing isn't going to be crappy. It always makes me nervous. But good morning, Land Shark Picker. I always get nervous going live, guys, because I know that last week the quality was crappy, and now I just got disconnected, and now I'm connected again. So hopefully we won't get disconnected again. There's 11 people watching, 2 thumbs up. So make sure, guys, that you give this video a thumbs up. I know that going live isn't everybody's cup of tea, but honestly, I like it because it gives me a chance to talk to everybody live. Hi, Christina. Christina sent me a package, and I love it. And I'm actually going to do a little friend mail video, so be watching out for that, because Christina sent me the cutest little things. She sent me lots of things, and they're all adorable. So she sent me lots of things, and they're all adorable. So thank you, Christina. But going back to the live thing, I know that it's not everybody's cup of tea. It usually, for me, it doesn't get as many views as it being just pre-recorded, but I like it because I can talk to you guys, and there's no editing. So it takes me, because I'm still novice at editing. I have blackberry thistle tea. So it takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to edit a 20-minute YouTube video, which I know is ridiculous, but that's how long it takes me because I'm slow at it. So going live is great because there's no editing. So let's go ahead and start with thing number 1. I got cut off when I was trying to show it to you, so let me turn the camera around again and see if it will allow me to show you this time. Well, let's see. Okay, so it is this little contraption here, and it is a vintage new home medical apparatus. So it's a quack medical device. I have $40 on it. I've had it for a while because I don't use these tags anymore. And you can see in here, it has a little bit of an exclamation. Exclamation? No. Anyway, it tells you what it is. I'm going to use wrong words today. New home medical apparatus. You have to put the battery in operation and turn the switch to the left. I don't know. I'm not going to read this all to you, but I think that's cool that it still has the paper label here. It was made by the G.F. Harvey in Sarasota Springs, I'm assuming Florida. Hi, Thrifty Nickel. Hi, Busy Lizzie. So it has this wire. Can you see that wire? It has that wire hanging off of it. And I don't know if it had something to do with this metal sheet in here, but then it has this big contraption in here. I don't know what you use this for. I'm going to do a little bit of more research on it before I list it on eBay. so I can have that in my description, but it's in this nice little box. So I think this is going to be thing number 1. Shock therapy. I know. Isn't that crazy? It probably was something similar to that. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can pull this tube out. I don't think that it comes out, but I don't know how. I don't know. I need to do some more research on it, but I think that there is a market for it. There just isn't a market for it in my shop. Oh, I'm so glad that you got it, Judy. Yeah, Judy bought an ashtray from me. That was a really early tin metal ashtray from a place that she used to visit. Yeah, Amelia. Amelia, you should have this on your What the Heck Wednesday. I need to know what the heck it is. I'm going to do a little bit more research on it before I get it listed. So that's going to be thing number 1. Now, thing number 2, I'm taking a risk on, guys, because maybe like a TENS unit. Yeah, I don't know. But people do like this quack medical stuff. But this next thing, I'm going to take a risk on. I've had it for a while. Well, it's a pair of them. It's kind of a man thing. So I've had these for a while. And the reason why I say I'm taking a risk with them is because, here, I don't want to crash the nativity party. Let me move these little guys over. Sorry, little sheep. But let me grab the other one. I've had them for a while. It's going to be a hard sell. They are these Guido Light Standard R13 tail lights from the late 40s, early 50s for a station wagon, woody, suburban truck. And we have them $125 for the pair. Now, I think that, and see, one of them has the bracket on it still, and one of them doesn't. Now, I know that this stuff is highly collectible and sought after for car collectors. This says it is a Guideco Light Standard is embossed in the glass. I know that I have sold just the glass lenses before for this automotive stuff, and I've done very well with it. So the fact that it's all still intact, it still has the one brace at least. I am going to try to sell these on eBay. And the reason why I say I'm taking a risk is because they're glass, they're metal, they're heavy, but I know that I can do it. I've sold big, bulky, heavy things before, and I'm going to give these a try too. So this is thing number 2. Hi, Lori. I'm glad you got your ornament. I'm glad that I finally figured out what you were talking about. Lori had sent me a message. She wanted an ornament, and I thought it was something else, and I had to convince her that I honestly am not that crazy. But you have an old car piece in your store also. Yeah. The thing of it is with this stuff, yes, I have a lot of men that come in that are car buffs, and they do come in and they buy stuff from me, but they're not buying this, and I've had this for a while. Again, I can tell by the tag that I've used on it. So it's something that, let me turn the camera around. It's something that I think that opening it up to a worldwide market is going to be better, because someone out there in this world, maybe this is what they're looking for, and I have it, and I'm going to sell it to them, hopefully. So, hi, Melissa. All right, so those are the 2 things that I was kind of mentally thinking that I might try. I kind of think that every week I'm going to pick something that is going to be not risky, but kind of hard to ship, because I am going to start doing more shipping videos to show you how I package up kind of hard to package and hard to ship things. Hi, Kristen's Curiosities. Good afternoon. Where are you at, Kristen? It's morning here. So those are the 2 things that I in my mind thought I was going to talk about. So now I'm going to walk around and see what else I can find. You are in the UK. Oh, fun. I would love to go to Europe someday. It's very much on a bucket list. I would love to go and go picking in Europe, where you can see things that are way older than what they are here in the States. I think that would be fascinating. Just to even go into an antique store in Europe, just to see the old things that we don't see here. I think that would be it. You're just telling Tommy the other day that I would love to see Misty and Chris alive together. Kristen, we may have to do that. Come to your shop. I'd love to come to your shop. If I ever get to The UK, I will definitely come over to your shop. It's a bucket list thing. We want to go so badly, but we have a daughter in college, and so we don't have any money with a thatched roof. I know. I just want to. My husband's been to Europe. He works for the Navy, so he's been to Europe a few times for work, and he's been to Asia. But Europe is someplace that I would love to go just because of the history and the ancientness of it. So, all right. Do I have any Disney stuff? Actually, I do. I'm going to show you those here in just a second. Dad got a lot of things from a flea market, and I thought I'd show him to some more Disney things that are already listed. So Wildflower 812 is my eBay store. The link to my store is in the description, so you can check out that stuff. I keep flipping through to make sure I'm getting everybody's comments. Okay, I know. Am I still buffering, guys? Am I still buffering? This is what makes me nervous. Maybe if I walk a little bit closer to the door. I'm buffering. Oh, this makes me nervous. This is what I don't like. I love going live, but I don't like the technical difficulties. Okay, guys, am I still buffering? Let me know. I'm back. Okay, just makes me a nervous wreck. Am I back now, Thrifty? I'm back. I'm okay now. I don't know what's going on. I think that I'll show you. We have a metal roof. So I think that sometimes that interferes with the internets. I don't know. And it's kind of cloudy today. Sometimes when it's cloudy, it will interfere with the internet too. Okay, so I'm seeing another thing. I've got 2 things. I need to find 3 more things for my 5 things. And I've talked about this before, and I've talked about listing little Mr. Quirky Pig before. And I'm thinking he is a quirky pig. And he still has his, oh, let me get where you can see him. He still has his stopper in his nose. And he doesn't have any flaws. Hi, guys. Oh, it still is blurry. Yeah, I know. It's just, why can't things just work the way we want it to work when we want it to work? I don't understand. But I think I'm going to do Quirky Pig. He has just a few small little chippy chips on his ear, but he still has his quirk. He is embossed, the Quirky Pig. So I'm going to list him. I'm going to list the Quirky Pig. He's so cute. And he sells for about $45. I have him for sale for $40 in the shop. So Quirky Pig is number 3. All right. Let's see. Not blurry enough for you to stop. You can still see me. I know. And I know that the last video I went live, I got a lot of thumbs down very, very quickly, which there's still interaction, so it doesn't bother me. But in my mind, I'm thinking it's because of my connection. All right, I'm spying something else that I'm going to take a risk with because it's going to be a tricky thing to list. This is something that I've had for a while. I think that it's neat. And here's the thing. I have said this before, and I'll say it again. Glassware does not sell very well for me. Doesn't sell well for me in the shop. It doesn't sell well for me online. But gosh darn it, I'm going to list this thing online because it's not going to sell for me in the shop. It is Portugal. Hi, Anna. This is an old hickory glass company vase. I have it for sale for $45. It still has a partial label. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to see if the comps are still, for that price range. It is a very pretty piece of art glass. It's got this swirled design and the fluted top. And it is hand blown. So I'm going to try this too. This is something that's going to be, I know that a lot of people are scared about shipping. I'm not scared about shipping. I will bubble wrap that and foam it and put packing peanuts in there all day long. If I can get $40 out of this space or $45, it's absolutely worth the risk for me. The pig is adorable. Merry Christmas from Portugal. Merry Christmas, Anna. I love this is the thing I love about going live too, is the fact that that we can all talk in all parts of the world. I think that's fascinating. All right, so I've got the car part, the Quack medical device, Corky Pig, and the glassware. What is one more thing I can find? And then I'll show you the stuff that Dad got from the flea market. So 3, 4. I need one more thing. Also, the shop this weekend, all the Christmas stuff that I have is not 40% off. Good Lord, Misty, 20% off. I didn't sell any Christmas things yesterday, so Christmas is kind of dwindling down a little bit. The last 2 weekends were my big weekends as far as selling Christmas items, but right now it's just a little. People aren't really buying decor; they're buying gifts. All right, what else can I find? And let me know if you guys see something that you think I should try. Let me know. Are you going to list these on Poshmark too? My home goods are selling better, faster than clothes. I have been not paying too much attention to Poshmark because Poshmark makes me angry. But yes, I do. I always cross list. It doesn't take that much time. And it's worth it to me, even though I've not been sharing or even really giving. I haven't been doing anything with Poshmark. And I haven't listed much this week on eBay. So my sales are down on eBay too because I'm not paying any attention to it. So that's what happens. But yes, I will be cross-posting these on Poshmark. I think Poshmark is going through something right now. I don't know what it is, but I've heard a lot of people getting very frustrated and kind of utterly disgusted with Poshmark. And how horrible their sales and how low offers that they get on their sales. Hi, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. So let's see. I need one more thing. One more thing. I've done the blue section before. And all of this stuff is stuff I have to take outside because I pull this stuff outside. I got my flag there. So it's kind of in my way right now, but I do pull all that outside. Let's see. What else can I need one more thing. One more thing. How about, let me see if I've got the Posh is bad. I know. Hi, Janice. I'm glad you got to catch us live too. It's fun talking to everybody. Okay. What shall I pick? Done the yellow section before too. And after Christmas is over, I will be doing a whole where I reorganize and restage the shop. So that will be coming again very soon. So how about this? I've had this for a while. Let's do some Pyrex, shall we? Pyrex. I know the sideboard. I'll tell you a story about that sideboard here in a second. But let's do this little Pyrex Friggy. It's the Crazy Daisy. I have $16 on it. It's got the lid. It's marked Pyrex. So let's do that. Let's do some Pyrex. Remember when Pyrex was crazy? People would come in from miles away to buy Pyrex. It's kind of dwindling down a little bit. Merry Christmas, Pammy from Georgia. You have some wonderful. Then all I could think of was I would love to sell it. Yeah, I know. I know. Trust me. I go through my own things and think I think I should sell that. All right. I'll talk about the sideboard over here. Or I call it a buffet. Tomato. Sometimes people call them buffets. I've always called it a buffet. And this buffet, I don't know why I turned the camera around. They flew off at Etsy. I know. I need to list on Etsy. I only have like 11 things listed on Etsy right now because the listing process on Etsy drives me crazy. All right, this buffet right here has been in my childhood home ever since I can remember. And when we moved Dad up in the apartment, after we bought the building and we sold his house, we've had this in the shop, and I have it priced pretty steep because this is one of the things that if I never sell it, then I'm fine with it. And I go back and forth because I'm looking for a piece of furniture for my house. I have a secretary that I'm wanting to get rid of, and I go on and on and on about how I should bring this buffet to my house because it's been in my childhood home forever, and it's gorgeous. But I don't really like. I'm not an oak person anymore. But I have like $1,900 on it. So I mean that's a steep price, but it would hurt less if I sold it for $1,900. But I just love it. Look at the details from the with the dragon up here, and then the scroll work on top. Isn't it pretty? There's more on this side, and then you can't really see because the sign there, but it's got the scroll work there, and the drawers. It's a beautiful piece. I don't know. I go around and around, and there's a Happy Santa stocking. I go round and round about it, but for now, it's here. But I'm looking for a piece of furniture for my house. But I'm looking for something that I can display all my stuff on. This I could display stuff on, and I could also have up more hidey holes down there, because you all know that I like to stash my things in my hidey holes. Hi, Lori. If you want the Pyrex, you can send me an email. My email will be in the description after this goes, after it uploads or exports or whatever it does. I do have more Pyrex pieces. I can show you. This, I think, is the Verde. No, what is this one? Avocado olives. So this one has the lid, and it's got the avocado olives. I don't know if that's a pattern. That doesn't seem like it is for me, a pattern. But I do have that, and it is $15. And then, let's see if I can put this up here without breaking it. And I have another one over there. I thought that one was a Verde. I don't know. And then I have some other Pyrex over here. The Candle Glow. I've sold a lot of Pyrex, but I've got the Candle Glow, and then I have this little, what is that one called? I am not real versed on my Pyrex patterns, but so let me know. Your husband is a woodworker and makes furniture for me, but it's not. I know that buffet. And honestly, this buffet, when my dad got it, it was orange. So he completely stripped it and got it back to its beautiful glory. I did have lucite candles, but I sold them. They were ones with the gold flecks on the inside. I did sell them not long after I had all the Christmas stuff. One thing that I'm surprised that hasn't sold yet is this little happy guy. Look at him. This little Santa planner. Yes, I know. Why isn't this at my house? Because I can't keep all the Santas in the world. But I have $18 on him. I stuck that little bottle brush tree in him. But I think he's cute. As well as these aluminum cookie cutters. You don't normally see aluminums. And then this telephone address book, which is for Christmas cards, which I think is kind of cool. And I've got $3 on it, but they haven't sold. Neither has that Lefton bell. I have $8 on it. And here's my laptop bag. I should probably grab it. Okay, so let me go over here, and I'll show you some of the things that Dad had bought from the flea market. Let me walk around here. So I have any bubble lights? No, I don't have any bubble lights. I've had so many people come into the shop asking me for bubble lights too. Okay. All right, let me get my tripod set up here. And also, if you had seen anything that you were interested in, you can always send me an email, and then we can talk price and shipping and all of that. Let's move. I have a lot of things to wrap up now to take home to sell. All right. The wood color is making a comeback. I've heard that. I'm debating. I'm debating on bringing it home. I probably should, just simply because it's been in my life for as long as I can remember. Okay. Your Christmas booth is slowing down. I know. Yesterday I was in the shop, and I opened the shop at 11, and by 2 o'clock, my sales were $10. So that's a bummer. When you're sitting here all day and you're like, $10. So I listed some stuff on eBay. So there's at least that. The wreath. Yes. My best friend made this wreath, and it is available for sale. $48.50. It has all these vintage Christmas bulbs in it. So it is for sale. There's the little elf, or Prixie, as I like to call them. There's one here, a little train car too. Very cute. I like this little elf in the house there. She made that. She's made me one. She has made me one too. I don't have patience to do that kind of crafting. Lost you for a while. Do you keep listed stock for sale in your shop? No, I don't. Because I've thought about it, but I know that to me it's going to be so hard to keep track of. I just have so much stuff. So that's why I'm kind of doing these 5 things Friday, so I can just go through and pick out 5 things that I think that I'll do better online, and I just take them home. They do sell. I know I haven't done an update video on it, but when I do my what sold on eBay videos, and I do those at the beginning of every week, either on a Monday or a Tuesday. The things that have sold that have been in my 5 Things Friday videos, I do, talk about them, and it was in a video, and so you kind of get the updates then. I'm one of those that will buy Christmas pieces all year. I know, I do too. But then I take them home and stash them in my hidey holes that I have at home. Or if it's things that I'm going to keep, that's what I take home. The things that I think I'm going to sell in the shop, I bring here. All right, so let me go ahead and show you some of this stuff. I'm excited about some of these pieces. Actually, a friend of mine brought in a box that I'm getting ready to show you some of the pieces that she brought in. And I'm super excited about it because if you know me, and Rachel, if you're watching Superior Girl Vintage, she'll appreciate these too because she's a Michigan girl. I am Indiana born and raised, but in my heart, I'm a Michigan girl because Mackinac Island is where I would love to retire someday. My dream is to find a house with a couple little cottages on it, just like vintage little lake cottages. And then a building that I can open up a shop in there, live in the main house, and have 2 cottages that I could rent out, and they'd be like retro and cool. And then when my children who are grown want to come and visit their mother, they'll have their own little cottage to stay in too. So that's my dream. I keep Etsy stock at the shop, but eBay stock put away. It works for me. I know. I thought about it because there for a while I thought about just bringing my whole business here to the shop and freeing up my house, but I like to be home. I'm very much a homebody. All right, so let me show you these things. These are the things that I'm going to show you first are the things that my friend had brought for me in a box full of stuff. And I don't know what these were from. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. But they're these little embossed kitty cats. They're like that molded plastic. So I don't know what they're from. They have a little hole in here like they were hung, but they're just cute. They're all the same. There's 7 of these. I think they would look cute in the nursery. I don't know. Were they part of a mobile, do you think? Did they hang and they were part of a mobile? I don't know. But I thought they were very cute. So I will sell these probably for $1 each in the shop. These little kitty cats. So this thing I am not keeping. I'm going to hang it up. I have a couple other local Bedford, Indiana things too. Hi, other fellow Michigan girl. Again, I'm Indiana born and raised, but Michigan's in my heart. That's where I want to be someday. But this thing, I'm going to hang it up. I'm keeping it. And it is part of local history. And it's Indiana Limestone Centennial. 100 years. Now, Bedford is the home of Indiana limestone. The limestone that was used on the Washington Monument and the Pentagon, and several other buildings in our U.S. Capitol came from Bedford, Indiana. So it's kind of what we're known for. There's a lot of limestone quarries. But the date on this is 1848 to 1948. So it's just a pennant banner from 1948. My dad was born in 1947, so this is just as old as he is, pretty much. So this is going to hang up. I'm probably going to frame it and hang it up. And I'll have people come in all the time. Is that for sale? No, it's not, because I like to keep local pieces. All right. This is also something that's not for sale that I'm taking home with me. Is a little pennant from Santa Claus Land. Now, there is a city in Indiana called Santa Claus. That's the name of the city. I swear to God. And they have it where you can send letters to Santa in Santa Claus, Indiana. It's now called Holiday World, but back in the day, in my memory, it will always be Santa Claus Land. I wish it was red, but it's not. But I'm going to add this. I collect Santa Claus, Indiana things, or Holiday World, Santa Claus Land. So that's also a keeper for me. As long as if you mail things by the 21st, the post office guarantees they'll get it by Christmas Day. Which Ann Eckhart, in her video last night, she was talking about, and it's very true, is not very many people are going to be wanting a gift to arrive on Christmas Day. So a lot of people, they're going to be doing their shopping now because they want their gifts before Christmas Day. Anyway, she always brings up very good points. Okay, so this one I'm not gonna. Well, this one I might give to the guy that works for us, goes to school here, and I don't know if he'll want this or not, but Vincennes, Indiana. It's a souvenir, Vincennes, Indiana. He goes to Vincennes University. This one I'm going to probably list on eBay. This one's fabulous. It's also a felt pennant of Arizona with this chief in here, but it's got feathers on it. So these are all probably from the 40s, I would say. This one's really neat. They're in excellent condition too. You can see on the back where the feathers were attached, but that's a really neat piece too. All right. Then I'm excited about these. So these are all postcards from Mackinac Island. My eBay purchase is already arriving late. I know. I've had that happen too. I've had people email me saying, I haven't gotten it yet. I'm like, I sent it. The tracking says it's in processing, so I don't know. This is a Mackinac Island boat brochure from the Arnold line. And I think the Arnold line isn't around anymore. I think it's been bought out by another company. I could be wrong though. But this is from, let me see. I don't think that has a date in it. But you could get to the island from Mackinac City round trip for $1.90. It's not $1.90 anymore. Here's the back of it. Oh, it's just so good. St. Ignace to Mackinac City. I love it. And here's the inside of it. I guess I could show you the inside of it. This old brochure. There's that one. And then this one is a map from the Michigan State Library. And it has the old phone number on it. And have fun and read about Michigan. If you seek a pleasant peninsula, look about you. That's the state motto of Michigan. And it just has places to visit inside. Your guide to enjoyable reading about Michigan. And then you open it up. I think it has a map. No, it just has more reading. But it's just all about Michigan. I think that it's great. It's got this really cool green color. This is also probably from the 40s or 50s. Anyway, it's pretty neat. So there's that. And this is the thing that I'm most excited about. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to sell it. Pasty. I know! I want a pasty too. I want a pasty and I want some fudge. There's something about my childhood memories. My fondest childhood memories is the smells of fudge and horse poop on Mackinac Island. There's just that combination when you're walking down the main street of Mackinac Island and you can smell the poop and the fudge. Anyway, I'm kind of weird like that. This is something that I'm super excited about, and it's Mackinac Island Telephone Directory. Look at this. It's a phone book. Probably was hung in a telephone booth. And it's from the Michigan Bell Telephone Company. It's from July 1953. That's the year my mother was born. It's so thin because it's Mackinac Island. There's not very many people that live there, especially back then in 1953. But it has emergency calls, the fire department, and see, look at the phone numbers, the old phone numbers on there, just like the 4 digits. Oh, you could call the FBI on Mackinac Island, apparently. Huh. You could report forest fires. But it's just a phone book, and here's everybody's phone numbers. And it's just amazing. There were a lot of people that lived on Mackinac Island in 1953. There were more than what I thought. I'm looking to see if there are any. These were the yellow pages, it says. There's chiropractor, city government. Where's Fudge? Gift shops. Hi. Let's see. I'm gonna see. This is probably boring to you, me going. I'm just looking through this. A lot of you don't even care about Mackinac Island, but to me, I think that it's fascinating. Anyway, I thought this was really cool. So I don't know. I'm gonna look up comps to see what these are going for, but I think that it's cool. And then there's some postcards. Listening while prepping shipping. TGIF. No kidding. Not so much together though. Horse poop and pizza. Mamma Mia's Pizzeria. That's what I'm wanting right now. Mackinac City, Mamma Mia's Pizzeria. Man, there's just something. I want to be there right now. So here are some postcards, and none of them have been filled out. This one's of the fort on Mackinac Island, and it has the vintage colors on it. This one's a neat one. It's Grand Hotel by Moonlight, Mackinac Island, Michigan. There's the Grand Hotel, which is also on my bucket list, but I don't think I'll ever be rich enough to stay there. Finally getting your Christmas decorations out. This late Thanksgiving has screwed with all of us, I think. This late Thanksgiving has not been fun because you know what? I didn't even get all my ornaments on my tree. There's just enough ornaments on the tree, and I was going through, and there was a whole other bin of ornaments, and I was like, nope, not this year. I'm going to put them on next year, so I didn't even put all my ornaments on my tree. I don't care. I'm not that worried about it. This is the Mackinac Islander from Arnold Line. Never been filled out. And then here is for the Old Fort and Marquette Park on Mackinac Island. That's all still there. There's the fort. And there's the statue of Marquette. And then this one's really neat. It is, believe it or not, it's the longest porch in the world by Ripley's Believe It or Not. Length 880 feet. The Mackinac Island Grand Hotel. Now you can walk on the porch, but you got to pay to walk on the porch. And if you go to Mackinac, if you go to the Grand Hotel and you're a man, you got to wear a suit coat. And they rent them. So you can rent you a suit coat to eat dinner there. My husband's like, there is never in a million years am I going to do that. He will if I say so, because I want to eat there. You feel that way about Indiana? Oh, Blackberry Thistler, do you live in Michigan? I can't remember. You're helping your elderly mom with her Christmas card, sending mine out. I know, I've got mine right here. I'm going to fill them out while I'm at the shop because I'm late to that too. All right, so the next thing I want to show you, I know that someone had asked about Disney things. Now, Dad bought some of these that don't relate to what I'm about to say. He bought this whole flat of not Christmas cards, playing cards. You're in Tennessee, not Michigan. You're from Cincinnati. Yay, hi, Thrifting Adventures. All right, what time is it? Okay, I open at 11 o'clock, so I have to make sure that I'm not too talky, which is not an easy feat for me because I talk all the time. So I have these playing cards, and some of them are really cool. Dad thought that a couple of them were worth a lot of money, and they're not. I looked them up. But these are two playing cards here from Disney World. I think they're from the 70s. The nice thing about them is they're still sealed. And they do have the Walt Disney World logo up there. There's the Joker. They have a date. Published by Walt Disney World, Florida. So there are these, and they're sealed. And then there's this one with Mickey. Still sealed. The Joker on it. On this one has the, and they're Whitman cards, which Whitman does make a lot of vintage cards. This kind of shows the date on them because the Walt Disney World ticket is still on there, and these were $1 at Walt Disney World. When's the last time you could buy something at Walt Disney World for $1? Never. You can't even buy water for $1. So these will be listed. Yeah, they both have $1. Oh, these were $1.50 from Walt Disney World. So those I'm going to list as a lot. And then These are the two that Dad said, oh, I think these are worth a lot of money. Where's the other one at? Oh, here it is. These are from the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas. Now, Dad said, oh, they're sealed though. They're resealed. These are resealed casino cards. Nowadays, when they've used a deck of cards, because I think they only use a deck of cards once. Correct me if I'm wrong, but or there's something about that they only use cards one time. But the ones nowadays, they like drill a hole through the cards, and those are the ones you see at like Dollar Tree. You see those a lot too. These are earlier than that, but what they would do is they would they're considered resealed. So you can see here they've been opened, and then the casino has put this sticker over it, and then they would sell them in their gift stores or their gift shops. They are Golden Nugget, Las Vegas, Nevada. These, Dad said, oh, they're going for like $50, $60. No. There are ones, I don't know if it was in the green or the red, that had, see the lettering here is gold. They had some that the lettering was white, and they were sealed, not resealed. And they did go for about that much. These are about $15 each. So I'm going to list them as a lot of two, but they are resealed. They're not sealed. And then there's these travel cards. I'm going to list them as a lot too. Now, am I going to make tons of money on this? No. But Dad said he paid $10 for everything. So yes, I will make money. I'm not going to be a millionaire off of it, but we'll make money off of these. But these are all Delta Airlines. They're all souvenir ones. So there's Detroit. There's Chicago. There's Las Vegas. That one's kind of neat with the showgirl on it. There's Dallas, Fort Worth, and New Orleans. Those are all Delta souvenir ones. Those I will list as a lot of those. And then there's just various souvenir ones. These are from Virginia City, and they're also sealed. All of these are sealed cards. So there's this one. Let me see if have I made it down to no, I haven't gone down to the bins yet down there for their feet. Probably won't go until after Christmas. You've been to Disney World 3 times? I've been to Disney World once, and that's when my kids were very small, and they don't even remember it. We've been watching the Disney Plus, the whole Imagineering series, and we love it. And so, like, I really want to go to Disney World. We'll see. But like I said, we've got a daughter in college, and that's about all we can afford is college right now. But anyway, there are just different travel cards. Cincinnati. This one's from Harold's Club in Reno, Nevada. Now, it is sealed. You can see almost like on a pack of cigarettes, that seal's still there. So, I don't know. There's tons of these American Airline cards that are sealed. I don't even know. I probably will just put them in the shop for $1 a piece. Oh, here's New York and another New Orleans that will go with the Delta travel ones. They're just kind of neat. Here's Continental Airlines, TWA, SeaWorld. I wonder if this one says it's dated 1982, made in Hong Kong. There's the back of it. So, playing cards. I mean, they're nothing fantastic, but he paid $10 for everything. Air Jamaica. This one's United Airlines. It's sealed. United Airlines. So we'll see. So that's the cards. And then he also, in that $10 lot, he got a bunch of Zippo lighters. The condition isn't that great on them, but there is a collector's market for Zippo lighters. But I'm just going to put these in the shop. I'll probably put $5 a piece on them. Dad says that you can send them into Zippo and they'll repair them, but they're just plain. The only one that I'm going to list, there's a Jack Daniels one. I'm not listing this one, but there's something about that sound on a Zippo lighter. I probably will list this one on eBay. This one is one that's worth a little bit more. It is a Zippo lighter. See here on the back, it says Zippo, and this one is it's in Roman numerals, XIV. But it has the scroll work on it. And if you pull out the inside, if this will let me, it's not going to let me. If you pull out the inside, this one's not going to let me. Let me find one of these other ones that are a little loose. Maybe this one. Yeah. If you pull out the inside of the lighter, sometimes there's a number on here. And this lighter is completely like sooty and black. And you watch, I'll be walking around with soot on my face all day long. Sometimes there's a number on the inside. I'm not seeing one in there, but it's always good to pull that out and check it. And you can also see the condition of the lighter as well. And I would take this out when you do your pictures so your buyer can see. I mean, obviously it needs to be cleaned up, but I'm not listing this one online. I'm going to sell this one in the shop. This is the one that sells for about $25, and I won't get that in here. People are not going to come into my store and pay $25 for a Zippo lighter. And then this little box is cute. It's just a little, what is that, acrylic box, and it's got these little turtle doves on it, I guess. And it has a mirror. It's just a little trinket box. So we got that too. So he did good. He always wonders if he did good, and he always does good. So he shouldn't doubt himself. And then there's also this itty bitty little teeny tiny Life magazine. That's kind of cute. I like miniature things. So that's pretty neat. From, oh, I am not going to be able to see the, it's printed in the USA. I'm saying it's from the 50s. I'm going to say it's from the 50s. We're just going to say it, but I don't even know what this was for, but it's a little teeny tiny Life magazine. I am also going to film today other stuff that he got from a flea market that he has cleaned up and ready for me to go through. I was going to film it yesterday. See, I'm going to make sure I'm not going to get the soot all over my face. I was going to film it yesterday and I just didn't. So I'm going to film it today. Great stocking stuffers. They would be great stocking stuffers. Good morning, second act thrifter. Jojo will too. Dad did good. Okay. I'm just seeing if I've missed any other comments and checking on the time. So I'm sorry that the connection was pretty janky at the beginning of the video. I'm always worried about that. My hands are so dry with this emotion. I'm always worried about that, and my worry became a reality that it was crappy. I'm hoping that the quality is a little bit better than what it was last week. I do like going live. I know, again, it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I know I will be getting some thumbs down because people don't like the live, and they don't like it when the connection gets lost, and then they'll just give you a thumbs down. But thumbs down is still engagement, so it doesn't make any difference to me. Hi, Mama J. Merry Christmas to you. So I am going to probably sign off here. I like the live too. I think they're fun. I just worry that the connection isn't very good. When I'm at home, it's fine, but when I'm here, I think it's the tin roof. I think that's has something to do with it. But so if you had seen anything that you want to purchase, you can always send me a message. And also, if there's things that you're looking for, send me an email. Hi, Rita. Hello. Send me an email. If there's certain things that you're looking for that you're wanting to add to your collection, I have things. We've got a lot of stuff. And I am going to be going to weekly auctions and Thrifty Nickel. I want to come down. I've been wanting to go to Trader Baker's, so I'm going to get with you and come down so maybe you can be out there too so I can look through your stuff too. Thrifty Nickel came down to my shop, and I'm going to go see her stuff at the Peddler's Corner. So I'm planning on doing that. I'm going to go to weekly auctions, and I have to I mean, I know I have a lot of stuff, but I need to get some good stuff because there's always good stuff out there. There's an auction house that I've never been to before that's about 45 minutes away, and see. The ones that are every Wednesday, I don't like going to because I can never buy anything there for resale. So it's just things go for crazy prices. So we'll be going to that one though, and going at the end when they're doing the box lots, because that's what I want to buy, are the box lots. I just want to buy a whole row of boxes. So with that, that's kind of the upcoming thing. I went to an antique mall and I went thrifting on Wednesday. So I'm going to be editing that video, and that will be out next week. My what sold video will be out next week. And I did a Christmas swap with Alex from Chapter 2 Vintage Co. And if you don't subscribe to her, subscribe to her. I will put her channel link below. Her and I have become very, very close. We talk 100 times a day via the Marco Polo app. So she is great, and she's got a lot of fun videos, and I know that she's trying to get her views up. So make sure that you go and subscribe to her channel. And also, the thrift swap was with Rachel from Superior Girl Vintage. So I'm doing that. I can't wait to open up the boxes. They've just been staring at me. And I will be filming some friend mail that I got. So I have a hard time. If I get a package, I know some people will like save their boxes of friend mail. I can't do that. So I open it and then I'll show you what I bought, because I'm not like, if I can't bought a stack. Well, not that I get stacks, but I've got a couple boxes. I got one today that I'm going to open. So I can't wait. I'm like a 5-year-old. I have to open it now. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling, and on for 53 minutes and 6 seconds. So that's pretty long. Really, really do help people who make content. They really does help their videos. Hi, Crafty Jackie. So whenever you're watching someone's YouTube channel, if you can't comment, I know some people are watching on their TV and it's hard to comment, but make sure that you give them a thumbs up. It does really help their videos show up in the suggested videos on YouTube. YouTube, it can be a very fickle beast sometimes, and the more engagement that you give your content creators, it really does help. So give my videos thumbs up. Any other creators that you, or you put a heart, or you just type a letter randomly, that helps too. So any kind of engagement like that helps. And always sharing the videos does help too. It just sometimes letting people know who we are. We do put a lot of time and energy into our videos. So when you engage with us, we love that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I look forward to it every week, and I'll see you next Friday.